Tell them about your show, Dave.
Oh man, August 24th, you already know what we're doing, man. We got Gillian Wallow on the show doing the commentary and the ring announcement, so that should be fun. We also got the Grandy twins out there, and also, Baba Jennings is coming back, man, so this should be a good one, man. Everybody on it. You know, we've been, it's been in preparation for about 8 months, so I'm just happy that August is near. So make sure you go out to Live Nation or go to the Met Philadelphia, get your tickets. If you use MDWOG, so $1 million worth of games promo, you get a discount as well for those who are saying ticket prices they ain't like. You get a promo for dealing with for going through $1 million worth of games. So MDWOG gets you a discount on that fight as well. So make sure you guys visit metphiladelphia.com and find the event on August 24th and get yourself a ticket. Be there, man.
Terence Crawford, Israil Madrimov, August 3rd.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on it, Dave?
I think the fight itself, it's a good fight for Terence to get a look at a guy that fights similar. And I'm not saying he's on the same skill set or skill level as a Canelo, but they have a similar style where they carry a high guard that's really deceptive, and they come out with explosive punches out of that high guard. That's how Canelo fights. He tries to get closer to you, absorb, so catch some of your shots on his gloves, and then explodes off of that. But I think he has better head movement than Israil, and obviously a better jab, and he probably has a little bit more pop too. But Israel's a sturdy guy, big enough to give you some of that, some of what you think you're going to get out of a Canelo fight, and also similar as far as style. So if I was Crawford, and I really am betting the bank on fighting a Canelo, I would fight Israil because that prepares me for what I'm going to be looking at. So I think that's a good play for him to put himself in line to be prepared in the ring physically to see what he's going to be dealing with when he fights a Canelo.
Yo, I never even thought about it, but now I'm thinking of me watching Israil. There are some similarities. Now, I don't think he's anything close to Canelo Alvarez.
That skill set.
But no, I'm saying
just the look.
No, I could see because even the physical archetype.
Yeah.
Very
Sturdy.
Similar. Yeah. He goes to the peekaboo a lot. Yeah. So
peekaboo.
I definitely.
Yeah, exactly that.
I definitely could see.
I looked at him for a couple seconds, and that's what I saw. So I was like, yeah, that's how he is. He's not a offensive, creative guy. He's looking for you. He wants to catch you with explosions in the exchange and walk you down and hope that you open up on him while he's in that peekaboo style, so he can catch you with some explosive shots that wear you out.
And being that Canelo's really not a 68, right. He's really I ain't gonna say blown up, but grew. Yeah. A 54 that grew into a bigger frame.
Right.
So Israil Madrimov, he looks big. He looks big. He looks sturdy.
I thought he was a 60-pounder, 68-pounder myself.
Thoughts on Terence Crawford sparring Andre Ward in preparation of his fight against Israil Madrimov?
Well, I mean, obviously the size is there, but style-wise, I don't think Dre Ward is going to give him the style that you're going to get out of it, Israil, even though Ward has a bunch of them. But I think the size and then the IQ that Andre has, you're going to learn from that. So that's how I looked at that. I didn't look at that from, I think he has other guys in camp that you could say, hey, you're going to give me the look, and the style, the exact style of what I'm fighting. I think Dre Ward was more so in there taking a look and giving him sort of like a tune-up, you know what I mean? I'm taking a look at you by sparring you. I do that with some guys sometimes. You might spar a guy and you get a better understanding for what they need to work on based off of you being in there with them. I think Dre Ward was giving him more of a tune-up that way than it is, hey, I'm coming in here to really give you heavy, hard work against Israil. I don't think it was that. But it's still that's always a good look because of the knowledge. Dre Ward forgot more about boxing than a lot of us ever knew. So the knowledge that he has, I think, if you can glean from that in any way, shape, or form, do it. You know what I mean?
Yo, I ain't even gonna hold you. That's a flex in itself, being able to bring Andre Ward to camp.
Everybody can't do that. Yeah. That's it. That's enough. And they got people talking about it, obviously, because we talking about it. So that within itself already served its purpose. But I don't think that look, other than size itself, I don't think that look is giving you much against the Israil. I think it's more so he's giving you a look in regards to like, hey, you could do this better, you could do that better. And I think, no, how about try this because this works for me. You know what I mean?
Being that Ward is a Swiss Army knife, Ward has given, historically multiple looks. Whether it's, being an inside rugged type of fighter to boxing on the outside to switching. It seemed like sparring Ward could prepare you for a multitude of things that you could face in the ring. And Israil Madrimov is a decorated amateur. one thing I'm realizing about these decorated amateurs, and I saw against Artur Beterbiev and Joe Smith, I'm thinking Artur Beterbiev is going to come out and just, go to war and, fight in the trenches. And he went out on his toes and he outboxed Joe Smith. So I'm realizing these decorated amateurs, they have layers to them.
Yeah, it's different things. They fundamentally, especially, shout out to the Russians, and I mean the Cubans is changing a little bit, but the Russians and the Cubans especially, and it used to be Argentines when you had like Lucas Matisse and those guys coming up here, Maidana and those guys. Like in certain pockets you find throwback boxing. Like and I think in Russia right now they definitely have a lot of those old secrets that died with a lot of our Ray Arcel's here and so on. Like a lot of our trainers here, Angelo Dundee, those guys have all those secrets with them. Even my trainer who just passed, like those secrets died with those guys. But I think it's still there over in Russia, Cuba. You got certain places where they train you a certain way where, you can switch it up if need be, especially if you came through the Russian amateurs.